Hello students, welcome back. Let us continue with the format of histograms, that is graphical representation of your data. Now we are going to take a look at histograms of bars with variable width. So you will understand why variable width while we proceed with the question. So this is solved example number 7 on page 251 of your textbooks. I will read it out to you. A teacher wanted to analyze the performance of two sections of students in mathematics tests of 100 marks. Looking at the performances, she found that few students got under 20 marks and few got 70 marks or above. So she decided to group them into intervals of varying sizes as follows: 0 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40 and so on up till 60 to 70 and 70 to 100. She then formed the following table. So this table is given here. So even though it's mentioned 70 to 100, it's actually 70 and above because there were two categories, right? So this is the data. Now the histogram, how would we prepare the histogram in general for this given data? If you do not do any solving, then you would need to prepare the histogram. Before getting started with the histogram, please remember one thing, that the bars, the area of bars is proportional to the frequency. Frequency of what? The class interval. Okay, so let's get started with this. First of all, I have my axis, coordinate axis with x-axis, y-axis, origin and the scale. We'll fill in the details. But what about the variables? The variables are always going to be on the x-axis and these are going to be the class intervals. So now we have marks from 0 to 20, 20 to 30 and so on. So if you see, the class width here is 10. Here it is 20, here it is 10, then 10, then 10, then 10, then 10, and this is invariable. So what we are going to do is we are going to take a difference of 10 on the x-axis. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 and 100. So I'm taking only until 100 because it's mentioned that this is for up till 100, right? And what about the number of students? Now the maximum number of students that we have is 20 out here. So plotting to 20 taking 1 unit is really difficult. I'm going to take a difference of 2 units. So what am I going to say? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. So what is this on the x-axis that I'm plotting? I'm plotting the marks. So marks are in this direction, and on the y-axis I have number of students. So number of students on my y-axis. So let's write down the scale. 1 centimeter is equal to 10 marks on x-axis and 1 centimeter is equal to 2 students. So I'm just writing 2 STUD because we do not have a lot of space. I haven't really left a lot of space. So this is 2 students on y-axis. Now let's go ahead and just draw the histogram. Now if you notice that our class interval is starting from 0. So there is no need of kink because it's already starting from 0. Just in case it would have been from 20 to 30, 30 to 40 and so on, then we would have drawn the kink. But since we have the starting as 0 to 20, there is no need of that break. So 0 to 20, there are 7 students. So 7 will be somewhere over here, and this is from 0 to 20, right? And then you have 20 to 30, 10 students. So 20 to 30, 10 students. So if you notice, we already have started getting bars of variable width, right? See, this is 2 units here, this is 1 unit here. Then you have 30 to 40, 10 students. So again, a bar of the same length. Then you have 40 to 50, 20 students. So 20 is here. This is 40 to 50. Then again 50 to 60 we have 20 students. So let's draw this. Then you have 60 to 70, 15 students. So 15 students will be between 14 and 16. And finally we have 70 and above. We are taking until 100. This is how many students? 8 students. So let's check. You have 8 students. So this is your histogram for the given data. Now let's check one thing. Here the class interval was 20. Okay. So class interval was, the class size for 0 to 20 is 20. And class size, I'm just taking the variable ones, okay. Here you have for 70 to 100, the class size is 30. And what about the class size out here, 60 to 70? The class size is 10. Now we have learned that the area of the bars are proportional to the frequency. So let's check the area for each of these. Now in my opinion, the frequency is highest out here, but we are checking for 60 to 70. So now the frequency, that is the area of this, should always be more than this, right? And the area of this bar should also be more than this. Let's check whether we are getting the required output. So what is the area for this section? I have 30 marks out here and this is up to 8. So 30 into 8. So I'm just writing area. We'll write down the area for each of these. Now 0 to 20, this is 20 out here and you have until 7. So what is the area going to be? 20 marks into 7, which is 140. Then again over here 70 to 100, the class size is 30 and this length of bar graph is 8. So 30 into 8, 240. Then what about this class interval, 60 to 70, where the class size is 10 and the length of the bar graph is 15. So 15 into 10 is 150. So what do you see? According to this condition, area of bars is proportional to the frequency. That means the frequency of this one should be greater than this one, right? This one should be more, whereas this one should be less. But what are we getting? We are getting the area for this region more than the area for this region. That means this graph is misleading. So we need to reconstruct it. How do we do the reconstruction? I will show it to you. But before I do that, please make a note of this. Okay, so just make a note of this. What I will do is first I will explain you how to go about the theoretical aspect of drawing this correctly, and then we will erase this and draw the new bar graph or the histogram. So you're just going to write down the marks, the frequency, the class size and length of bar. Okay, so what are the marks? The marks are 0 to 20, and then you have 20 to 30, then you have 30 to 40, then 40 to 50, 50 to 60, 60 to 70, 70 to 100. Okay, since we are taking until 100. Now we are just going to write down the frequency from the table itself, which is 7, 10, 10, 20, 20. So let me write this down. 7, 10, 10, 20, 20, 15 and 8. Now we are going to write down the class size. So this is a very important step and I will tell you why. So what is the class size here? It is 20, then you have 10, then again you have 10, 10, 10, 10, and here it is 30. Now how do you find the length of the bar? The length of the bar will be like this. You take first step would be to find the lowest class size. So which is the lowest class size? You have 10, 20, 10, 10, 10, 10, 30, right? And so on until 30. The lowest class size could be either of these 10. So the lowest class size is 10. And to find the length of the bar, you're going to take the fraction of frequency upon class size multiplied by, so this is frequency upon the class size or the class width multiplied by lowest class size. This will give you the exact values. For example, let's do it one by one. For the first one, it will be what? It would be 7 upon 20 multiplied by lowest class size, which is 10. So this is 10. So this is 7 divided by 2, which is 3.5. So you can do it, you can do this calculation here itself in the table, but that becomes very untidy. That's why I would recommend that you do it separately and just keep adding the values in the table. That becomes very neat and the teacher knows exactly what you have done. So the second one, it would be 10 upon 10 into 10, which is obviously 10. So here the length of the bar is going to be 10. So do you notice here the length of the bar was 7, but now the length of the bar out here has reduced to its 50%. Why? Because now we are taking into account the lowest class size or class width. Let's proceed with the third one. So now the third one is going to be the same, right? Because the class size is 10. So it's going to be 10 upon 10 into 10, which is 10. What about 20 upon 10? So this is also equal to the third one. Let's check the fourth one. So this is going to be 20 upon 10 into 10. So this is going to be equal to 20. So I'm going to write down 20. This is going to be the same, which is 20. What about 15 upon 10 into 10? So let's check. This is also equal to the fifth one. Let's check the sixth one, which is 15 upon 10. So you cancel out, you get 15. And finally you have 8 upon 30 into 10. So the seventh one, 8 upon 30 into 10. So this cancels out and you have 8 upon 3. So this is going to be 3 2s are 6, 7, 8. Then 3 6 are 18, 19, 20, 3 6 are 89. So this is going to be recurring. So I'm going to take this as 2.67, which is the name as 2.6666. So this is recurring, right? So instead of 2.666, I will just take a value of 2.7, right? And let's fill this. And I'll just draw this table quickly. So now I have my table. Now using this table, and if you even compare this table with this table, you will observe differences. Oh, just one moment. You will observe differences in which cells over here. Then you have then 10, 10, 20, 20, 15 and this one. So these are the two places where the length of the bars need to be changed. So how do we change it? Let's make the changes out here itself. So now you have 3.5 out here. So 3.5 will come somewhere over here. So 3.5. Between half of, so see, this is going to be 3, right? 3 is in the center of 2 and 4, and the center between 3.5 and 4 would be 3.5, right? So this is your first value, and you need to make changes here as well. 2.7. So where would 2.7 be? 2.7 will be somewhere just above 2. So let's make changes here. So now this is the actual histogram that you need. And you see how we have done the changes. Now we have taken all these values on the basis of the lowest class size, that is 10. So what can you say? That the marks are proportional per 10 marks, or the bars out here for the marks are proportional 10 marks. So please take a look. Thank you for watching this video.
Hope this video increased your knowledge. For more such videos and a completely free educational content, log on to www.epathshala.org or visit our ePathshala YouTube channel. We have each and every question solved for maths, physics, chemistry and biology. So subscribe our channel, share with your friends, like our Facebook page and follow our Twitter handle for regular updates and important educational tips, and also win ePathshala goodies. So what are you waiting for? Subscribe this channel and enjoy the freedom of education.